Hello YouTube, it's Lion here with Hobbies of a Man once again, and today we are doing our book haul for the month of October. Now, I've been doing this the last couple times, but I'm calling this a book haul instead of a manga haul because I do pick up a lot of different stuff. It's not all just manga. I am gonna start doing it differently than I used to. I used to do section off each part or each type of book, but what I'm gonna do now is just a Japanese style literature is the first half, and then everything else is the second half. So manga, light novels, and original English light novels, which are basically just books with a couple images thrown in, are gonna be the first section, and then everything else is in the second section. And that should be a little easier for me, and it allows you guys, if you're not interested in watching one of the sections, to just watch the other, just watch the part you want. So it'll just be down in the video bar, I guess, or in the description. You can go look at this chapter section and just do it that way. Yeah, that's basically it. So sorry I haven't been uploading much, and also I did realize that we got to 250 subscribers. And I really appreciate everything that all the support you guys have shown me. I really appreciate it. I think it's super, super awesome. I never thought I would actually get this far. I've been doing this for like 6 or 7 months now, I think. But the point is that I thought I was going to quit this after a month. I was going to get bored and I was just not going to do it. But I really found a really cool community here with a bunch of other YouTubers. And I really enjoy interacting with everyone. So I really appreciate it. And I thank you guys so much for the support. I thought about doing some sort of giveaway or something, but I really don't have the ability to do so right now. I'll do it for 500 if we get there. So yeah, thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy. Let's just get into the actual haul video. So starting with the English light novels here, I only got one, so it's not a big deal. I got Tramure by Ina San Juan, who reached out to me. She messaged me. She was like, hey man, I saw a bunch of other people's other writers that have been talking, or that you've done stuff for other writers, and I wanted to see if you could put one of my books in there as well. And I was like, yeah, sure, no problem. And she sent me this. Apparently it's gothic kind of Victorian age style horror kind of, and it sounds really interesting. It's about a vampire. I'm really excited about this. I think it's a really cool concept, and she sent me a little like excerpt that was really cool. It had a really atmospheric kind of style to it. I'm really excited. So yeah, thank you, Ina, for sending me this, and I'll get to this as soon as I can. So after that, I went to the used bookstore and I got some manga. This is literally the only thing I paid for. It was just 15 bucks for both of these. Well, 15 bucks for both of these plus the handling fee for all the other books that I bought. And I'll show you guys later. But basically, these ended up costing $10 more or less between the two of them. So 5 and 5. And as far as I remember, these are like pretty out of print. They're reprinting the actual light novels, and I'm going to get that eventually. But I saw these and I just couldn't pass it up. So Haruhi Suzumiya 2 and 3. And I'm sorry for that noise in the background if you guys can hear it. I don't really know what it is. It just kind of started happening. And I'm just not gonna go deal with it right now. So yeah, 3 and 2. I'm really excited. I really like the first one. So I'm super excited to get into the next one. Now, Amazon had a buy two, get a third one free sale, and I took advantage of that. I picked up Eminence in Shadow, which is a really cool light novel. It's the first light novel that I've got that's hardcover. Wait, let's see. Okay, there you go. Hardcover. It's by Yanon, so it's the same type of hardcover as Overlord. And yeah, I'm really excited about this because it had a really tough time getting published. It kept getting delayed like crazy. And when it finally got published, I was really excited about it, but I couldn't buy it at the time. So I got it now. I'm really excited. I really like the art style that they have. It's a really cool kind of like Like, it feels a little more epic than usual. And, you know, the female characters are drawn really appealingly, I guess, or really nicely. And I'm really excited to get into this. And then, because it was a 2 for 3, I got 2 other books. So I got 86, which is the, like, big mecha light novel series right now. I'm trying to get into mecha more. So this is a cool kind of secondary introduction. The only introduction I have to it right now is Full Metal Panic. And that's more like a rom-com than focused on the action. So yeah, this is cool. I'm really excited about this. I think the drawings on it are really cool. I like these flip thingies where you get more stuff. Yeah, nothing really to it. I'm not really all that sure about it, but everyone talks about it like it's some super crazy awesome stuff. I'm trying to find some of the drawings. Yeah, here. Looks really nice. I'm really excited about this. And yeah. The last thing I got in that sale was the time I got reincarnated as a slime. This is one of the first light novels I read. Well, I read the sample for it. The first one I read was Overlord, and then I bought it later. This was like the second one, and then the third one was Konosuba, and I actually recorded a review for that. But yeah, I'm really excited about this. I really like this art style. It feels kind of different from the regular kind of art style. I don't know. It has kind of a more American cartoon kind of concept art feel to it. I'm not really sure what to call it, but it's slightly different from the other ones. So, yeah. I don't know. I just really like it. It reminds me of like art for like an RPG or like a card game or something. I'm not really sure, but it's really cool looking. So yeah, that's it for that. I got some other stuff. The Prom G was selling some light novels, so I picked up So I'm a Spider, So What. This is interesting. I'm slowly collecting all of these like big titles from Yenon, but this one's kind of different. It has a different feel to it. You know, Yenon has like 3 different styles. It has that like glossy plastic feel, has that like matte plastic feel, and then this kind of like textured feeling. I don't know what to call it, but this is different from all the other ones. Like, you can see they're both flat, but this one is like a matte texture, and this is just kind of untextured, if that makes sense. It's different. But neither of these are like shiny. Not like some other manga. Like, here, like, this is the difference. This one's shiny. It's like a thick plastic thing. And then this one doesn't really have one. And then this is kind of like a matte finish. And they're kind of different. And I really like this feel a lot more than the other ones. And yeah, so the last thing I got was, I went to the Japanese bookstore. It's called Kinokuniya. It recently opened here in my city in Texas, although I've been to one in Texas before, over in Dallas. So yeah, I went because I had a really tough test that week, and I was like, you know what, screw it. I want to go do some retail therapy and shop a little bit. I really shouldn't have. I don't really have the money for it, but I needed it. Plus, my friend was like, hey man, you want to go eat something? I was like, yeah, sure. So we went to the little Chinatown area in my little city, and yeah, I bought some stuff. So the first thing I got was High School DxD, which is awesome. I'm really excited about this. This is one of the first anime that I watched that I really got into, that I was like, you know what, I like this. I think this is really cool, and I'm really excited about it. It's a little bit more expensive than the other ones, and I don't know why. Like, this one's $15, and the older ones are like $14. I guess it's like inflation or something, because this is actually shorter than most other light novels, so I'm not really sure. I guess it's just because it's a really big title. But yeah, I'm really excited about this. This is the first 18 plus light novel that I own. And yeah, next I got Goblin Slayer. I'm really excited about this. I think my buddy Crispy, he really likes Goblin Slayer as far as I can remember. And you know, Goblin Slayer is a big light novel, kind of in the same style realm as Overlord, kind of that. It's a D&D campaign that the author made that then turned into a story kind of feel to it. And I'm really excited about this. I think Goblin Slayer looks really cool. I never got into the anime because I just didn't care. I mean, I don't really watch that much anime, which is kind of odd if I'm super into manga. But I don't know. I usually like reading the source material first and then getting into manga. And because of that, I really don't watch or get the source material and then watch the anime. And because of that, I don't really watch that much anime in the like long run. But yeah. So that's the last light novel I got. The last thing I got though was Wotakoi, book 1. I'm really excited about this. I saw the first 2 or 3 volumes or episodes of the anime because my friend was into it, and he was like, "Hey man, you should check this out. It's about these otakus, and then they're like, it's a rom-com and stuff." And yeah, so I'm really excited about this. I really like this book. It's nice and big, and it has a really nice finish. And I'm really excited about it. That's basically it. So, yeah, that was all of the manga. If you're only here for the manga and stuff, you guys can click off now. I would hope that you stay for the rest of the books, but it's all right. Now we're going to start with all the books that I got. So, I have physical copies and then digital stuff. So, we're going to do the physicals first. So, the same time that I got the Haruhi Suzumiya manga, I picked up a bunch of Bernard Cornwell books, which is the guy that did Last Kingdom. So I got Stonehenge, a novel. This is a standalone, and I got Agincourt, which is also a standalone. This is the battle that was in Henry V, I think. That's what it says here, and I'm really excited about it. I don't know how to say this name. I think Agincourt is like the English pronunciation, but I heard that the French pronunciation was like Azincourt or something. So I'm not really sure. But I'm really excited about this because Bernard Cornwell writes really interesting historical fiction books, and I want to get into more historical fiction because I really like history and I really like fantasy, but I never enjoy non-fiction history like books because they always feel so boring. So I wanted to try something slightly different, and historical fiction kind of fits what I want. And then once I'm interested because of the story, I'll go back and read proper like documentation on it. And hopefully that'll help me kind of balance the history side of stuff with the fact that it's boring to read usually. But yeah, the other thing I got was Redcoat, which is another standalone. This one is during the US Revolution, like when we got rid of the British, I think. Kind of redcoats are coming vibes out of it. Yeah, Philadelphia, autumn 1777, fall of the British. Yeah. And the last 2 Bernard Cornwell books I got were The Archer's Tale and The Vagabond, which are book 1 and 2 of the Grail Quest, which is kind of like a Arthur retelling, I guess, or something like that. Something similar to that. I can't really remember, but I'm really excited about this. I do have The Last Kingdom. I did review it, and I have the first book in the Sharp's Rifle series, I think it's called. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. And I'm really excited to get into these. Historical fiction is something I've never really tried, and like I said earlier, I kind of want to try it, so that's what I did, because I had a bunch of used book credit, but the way my used book store works is that you can only use credit for science fiction and fantasy that you got by turning in science fiction and fantasy books. And most people don't do that because those are like the big genre fiction, and they tend to be good and people don't want to get rid of them, and myself included. So I had a bunch of credit that I couldn't use to buy books like that. And manga is included in that. So what I did was use all of that credit to buy historical fiction, which is partially one of the reasons I want to get into it, so I can use that store credit. But yeah, I literally paid like $5 for all of those. And it was just because I needed to pay for the handling of it. Like the store, like it's a small percentage. I think it's 10%. That is like because they stored it and because they kept it and they had it for a long time. Something like that. I don't remember, but it was like a minimal fee and I was more than happy to pay it. The last thing I got that was included in that was The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. I think that's how you say his name. this is kind of like a vaguely fantastical story as far as I understand it. It's more like a kind of journey of self-discovery kind of thing, and you're supposed to learn something from reading it, but it has elements of surrealism or magical realism, which is a genre in Latin American literature that really isn't common in the US or common in English literature as far as I understand it. And yeah, it's just really exciting. I thought it was cool, and I really like this cover. I think the purple on like peach, no, what is this, beige color is really nice. And yeah, that's basically it for that. I got all of those at the very beginning of the month. Oops, sorry. And yeah, nothing really to it. So I got a list of stuff that I got that's digital. I'll put pictures up right here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So the first thing I got was Monster Galaxy by Austin Beck. He runs Lit RPG Reroll, and he is really the reason why I got into Lit RPG and Harem Lit. He did a review for Michael Scott Earl's book, and I really liked it, so I picked it up. Started that all the way back in January, and then started doing it on YouTube a couple months ago. And he sent me this out of nowhere. He was just like, hey man, I have this book, you want to review it? And I liked it. I thought the anime style cover was cool, although I guess it could use a little bit more work, but I like the cover. I thought it was interesting. I like the idea of it, so I said sure, and like no worries. I thought I was really interested in it, so yeah. And then next I got X Heroes or Super's X Heroes audiobook 1. Jamie Hawk sent it to me. He was just like, hey man, here's an audiobook, hope you enjoy. And I did enjoy it. I thought it was really cool. I'm not a big fan of audiobooks. I don't enjoy listening to books as much as I do reading them. I don't know, I'm just kind of weird like that. It's a much easier reading experience, but I don't know, I feel like you lose some of the interest there from someone telling you instead of you going through the motions. Plus the voice actress for Twitch, which is one of the female characters, was a little off sometimes. Like, she wasn't bad, she was really good, but there was a few times where I thought she was like flubbing the accent a little bit. Like, one moment she sounded like a posh American without any accenting to her, like upper Eastern Coast or something like that. And then sometimes she almost sounded British. And then one time during one of the Smitty scenes, it felt like she was overdoing it too much, and it was just like not enjoyable, especially during a type of scene like that. It was just like not cool. But it was good overall. I really enjoyed the story. It was cool. Yeah, the next thing I got was The Aspect by Ajax Ligon, and he reached out to me on Reddit. He's really cool. I really enjoyed talking with him, the little bit that we did talk. And he sent me some other stuff to help me with pronunciation for his characters and stuff, and I thought that was really awesome. Sadly, I haven't been able to read much this past month, so I'm going to be a while before I get to all of these, but I hopefully will get to them all by the end of October. And then Dante King hit me up with 3 books this month. He said Rune Mage, which used to be called Ink Mage, and you all can get it for free, actually, if you sign up for his newsletter. It's like one of the books that he sends you. The other books that he sends you are Immortal Swordslinger, the audiobook, which is cool, and the other one is Dragon Republic. No, that's a Western thing. That's a different one. I can't remember what it is, but I made a review for it. I'll put it up here so you guys can see it. And yeah, so Dante also sent me Brink City, which is the new book series that he came out with this month. It's basically like a mafia boss story with monster girls, and I thought that was super cool. I thought that was a really interesting concept. He gave us the first chapter for free on his Facebook group, and he has a Patreon now if you guys want to do that. And I thought it was really cool. It sounded really interesting. I really, invested in the characters, and the cover is really nice. So yeah. And then the last thing he gave me was Creation Mage Book 3. He was gonna actually do a really long form version of it, like epic style Brandon Sanderson level type of stuff, but he decided not to because a lot of people wanted to have it out quickly. So yeah, I'm really excited about it. I like the cover a lot. I think it's supposed to be the teacher that got introduced in the second book, the succubus lady, and she looks great. I think whoever is doing the art for Dante King is doing a really, really good job. And yeah, that's basically all I got. I can't remember anything else. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like, subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know what you guys thought. Share the video if you're interested in doing that. And yeah, comment down below. Let me know what you guys got this month. And that's basically it for me. Once again, thank you guys for 250 subs. I really, really appreciate it. Oh, and I think I should be going on East Coast Manga's live stream tomorrow and playing some Among Us. So if any of you guys are interested, please go check out his channel and his live stream. And I think you guys should be able to play as well if you join his Discord. And then I don't remember how he's going to do it, but fans or people that want to watch should be able to join in if they want. So yeah, thank you guys very much for watching, and see you guys later.